Good Thursday afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Greg Majewski back with you here in the North Georgia Majestic Studios with your Talkin Live Forecast update here on your July 23rd, 2026. Well, we've had some decent rains already fall across parts of Chattanooga for today, and we're going to see increased chances of rain here for the next couple of days before things dry up and heat back up as we go into next week. Still looking at the potential for some isolated pockets of some flooding, and we'll break it all down for you here in this full report. Now, if you're new here to the Talkin Live Broadcast Channel's Facebook page, please give us a follow. And if you're watching over on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. But very importantly, make sure you hit that notification bell so you're alerted on all weather updates just like this one. All right, let's get into today's report, shall we? As we're looking at some wet roads there in Chattanooga. Had a pretty good downpour there a few hours ago, and we still look at chances of rain here, not only for the rest of the today, but also heading into tomorrow as well. Looking down in Helen, Georgia, looking at mostly cloudy skies, a few peaks of sunshine here and there. Definitely a bit of a humid afternoon, but not looking bad there across North Georgia here for the moment. Now looking at the local radar, we are seeing, again, some scattered showers here in the area around East Tennessee and North Georgia and Northeast Alabama. We still have this one little flood warning out here earlier. That's some pretty good heavy downpours in that area. And we're just now getting to that peak daytime heating, so we'll expect some of this moisture to really start firing up here for the remainder of the afternoon. You can see how that rain's cooled things down here across East Tennessee. Look at these all sitting here in the lower 70s, but it's already in the mid 80s to its south where it hasn't rained. So that rain does make a difference on the temperature for the day. Now looking at the regional radar, one thing I want you to notice is you got the moisture kind of coming up from the south and then kind of bending and going this way. You know, we do have a stationary boundary that's cutting through here. So that additional boundary is going to act as an additional trigger mechanism. So we're talking about convective activity, folks, scattered showers and thunderstorms along that boundary. So some areas will get more rain than others. So it's not like, you know, a rain event you would see like in, say, late fall or going into winter, nothing like that. So it's going to be very spotty wherever it shows up. Solid imagery here, seeing the cloudy skies here across North Georgia. You see that here through East Tennessee and Alabama. Here's what's left of our tropical system. It's still undergoing a lot of wind shear as the center of circulation is approaching the coast. Again, far away from where those big areas of thunderstorms are. So there's the track that'll take it right in toward Texas, and then it'll be gone out of here. Top winds now at 45 and should be making a landfall here in less than 24 hours. So we're almost done with that system, and we'll go on to the sea storm. So here's what we're dealing with here. We're looking at Thursday, Friday, and Saturday with excellent chances of rain, and some of the rain could be localized heavy. When you see a painting like this, does not mean everybody's going to get heavy rain. It just means the conditions are favorable for locations in this area to see some potential for some, localized heavy flooding because of the rainfall rates being so high. And this will continue into Friday as well. Parts of East Tennessee, a lot of North Georgia there going into Friday. And Saturday, it starts to back off a bit as we go down to the lower level, level 1. And then Sunday and Monday, guess what? We finally get a chance to dry out as things begin to heat up. So we got a few days to kind of watch this in the days ahead. So the current flood watch covering parts of East Tennessee, northeastern Alabama, and northwest Georgia, and parts of western North Carolina, seeing that right now. Again, we'll be looking for some rainfall rates potentially up to 2 inches an hour in some of these storms. That's what set off those flood warnings earlier there in extreme eastern Tennessee. Now, one good news with all this going on, we do not have any severe weather in the offing right now. Not to say we couldn't see an isolated one. You always got that possibility in summertime. But for the most part, a general thunderstorm risk for your Thursday going into Friday, your day 2, and then day 3 going into Saturday. After that, things should begin to settle down as we go into early next week. But in response to that, we're also going to heat things back up as well. So looking at your regional model here, the new 12Z run for the rapid refresh model here, you can kind of see the rains kind of going through the area there for your Thursday, and then we'll see some more firing up there on Friday as well. It does favor North Georgia more than it does East Tennessee. I will say that. But it looks like once we get past Saturday going to Sunday, things will begin to dry out, and we'll see things looking better at that point. Now, as far as some of the rainfall totals, we'll go look at that here on this latest run here, and you can see where it's favoring the heavier rains, definitely into North Carolina, extreme eastern Tennessee there, and parts of North Georgia. Obviously, that's the zone, and that's where the flooding flash flood watches are currently covering a lot of that area right now. So some localized pockets of some heavy rain, 2-inch plus totals are in the cards here. Now, as we take a look at the weather maps, okay, we've got this boundary that's been moving on through. It's going to kind of, wassel back and forth here for a little while going for the next couple of days. That's what's going to keep us unsettled. Eventually, that's going to break down and clear out as we go to next week. Now, the way the long-range models are looking, it looks like we're going to heat up again going into the middle of next week, but then going into the following weekend, if the pattern holds, we might see another cool down come our way with another bout of more widespread rains. So, forecast here for tomorrow. We're going to go 87, 72. The further north and west you go in Tennessee, the rainfall amounts are going to drop off significantly. But again, East Tennessee, North Georgia, high rainfall amounts possibility, 87, 72 there in the Chattanooga area. And as we take a look at the high resolution highs for tomorrow, as we go and take a look at this, your morning lows mostly in the 70s. Again, another muggy start to the day, to say the least, for everybody. And then as we go into the afternoon, just depending on the timing of showers and thunderstorms, you see things there looking, mostly in the 80s here for the most part, 70s. And again, just a unsettled type of day with the scattered showers and storms anticipated here going into your Friday. Regionally looking like this, we look at our regional temperatures here as we're looking at temperatures here, cooler obviously where the rain is. It's still looking at 90s down to our south, but East Tennessee's cooler. West portions of western North Carolina are obviously cooler because of the clouds and the rain threat there. And the next 7 days looking like this, as the rain chance will stay up for Saturday. Then we're going to bring it right back down to isolated on Sunday. Notice the temperatures climbing back in the 90s as we go toward next week. And it looks like those 90s should linger straight into probably Friday, Saturday. Looks like the timing of when that next cold front comes down, and we may see things temperature-wise back off as we head toward the following weekend. Now, with all this rain around, chance for showers and thunderstorms, I do have a free gift for you. Yeah, that's the word. It's free. If you're an Apple user, go to the Apple Store. If you Android users, go to Google Play, put in North Georgia Majestic Weather, and download this free app. Great weather app. It's going to alert you on rain approaching your area. It'll alert you on severe weather, lightning nearby, hour-by-hour forecast, futurecast, so you kind of see where that radar is going. They also just recently added on our last update, power outage map. Yeah, it'll tell you if there's any power outages in your area, so you can check that out there as well. This brought to us by our Roof It Forward, our weather app sponsor out of Woodstock, Georgia. If you do need a roof replacement there in North Georgia, I got to tell you, folks, they're one of the best. They'll take care of you, and they always give a portion of it back to local children's charity. Some $600,000 they've given here to local charity. So great to have them as our weather app sponsor. Again, remaining a little unsettled. Look, again, if you want to plan anything for the weekend, I would say probably Sunday's probably the best of the 2 days. And now I'm not calling Saturday a washout. It's not. That'll be just the best chance for rain on Saturday compared to Sunday. So for planning purposes, you can go ahead and do that. Again, appreciate you guys checking us out here on the Talkin Live Broadcast Channel's Facebook page. Why don't you give us a follow there? And on YouTube, hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit that notification bell to be alerted on our updates. All right, that'll do it for today. Y'all be good, stay safe, and we'll see you tomorrow. We'll get you ready for the weekend edition. Until then, y'all enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Bye-bye.